Hello children, good morning. How are you all? Hope everyone is fine, right? So, before going to our topic, I would like to ask one question. What is that question? Everyone will think mom will ask about homework or mom will ask about yesterday's topic. No children, today I'll ask different question. How do you enjoy your Sunday? What ma'am? What a silly question you are asking. How will you enjoy the Sunday? Every day is Sunday for us. Due to COVID-19, we are staying at home. So every Sunday is like a normal day. Yeah children? Yeah, I am also feeling the same. I am also hoping that this situation should end fast and we have to go into our regular life. We have to go to our school, we have to chit chat and we have to play. Yeah children? Yeah. This situation should end fast. Come fast. Yeah children? Okay. What is our lesson children first of all? Can anyone tell? What is our lesson? Our lesson is food components. What is our lesson? Food components. So food components means what? Components means what children? So in the earlier classes before, what we learned in the 6th class, what are the materials, ingredients? Those are called as components children. No, right? What are the components? Carbohydrates, minerals, proteins, fats, vitamins, fibers. So these are all the components which are present in our food. So what do we get by eating our food? We will get energy. We will get boost up to our body. Yeah, right children? So yesterday I already said I already gave homework. How many of you have done? Very few members, right? No children, everyone should do your homework. Everyone should see videos regularly. Then you will understand our lessons. So if you are missing one video, then you will not have continuation of your lesson. So everyone watch our videos, write homework and give a snap to our teacher note app. So what do we learn? The components. So if what we will get by eating the component, what you have to take if you want to take the carbohydrate food, what you have to take. So these are all the things we have learned in the earlier classes. So and also in the 2nd class what we have learned? Testing. So for what testing we have learned? So test for starch. So what we learn? Test for starch. So what you have to take for testing of starch? You have to take 100 ml of water and the iodine crystals. If you are taking this, you have to iodine crystal, you have to mix it with the water and on which we are going to, for example, you have to take one sample and we have to test. So after completion of test, which color you have to get? Yellow or brown. Then we will get the success of our test. So this is the process for testing of the starch. So now coming to the test of, so next what do we learn? Test for fats. Test for fats. If you want to test for fat content food, how we have to test? So we have to take the sample. The sample means on which we have to test. So for example, if it is a vada, take that vada and take one paper. So once observe how the paper before testing and after testing, how the paper is. So before it will be in a normal like a white paper, how it will be like that. So after we have to keep vada inside it and we have to crush it, and after that if you are seeing What will be the difference? Is it like a white paper, what we have seen before? No, children. How it will be? It is like a translucent paper. So it is like a translucent. Translucent means what? So if you are seeing from this side, we can observe the other side too, right? So we can observe by testing our fats. So if it is a fat content, then we'll come to see the translucent. So this is the test for fats. Test for fats. So we will notice that the translucent, then this is the conclusion of your test. So now, so this is the class up to here we discussed in the earlier class. Now we are going to discuss the test for the proteins. If you want to test for proteins, so if you want to test for proteins, what you have to do? Test for protein. So what we have to do for testing for the proteins? We have to make 2% of copper sulfate, 10% of sodium hydroxide. So this we have to prepare. So if we have to prepare 2% of copper sulfate and 10% of sodium hydroxide. So if you want to prepare this, what you have to do? We have to take 2 grams of copper sulfate. We have to take 2 grams of copper sulfate and we have to add it to 100 ml of water. So if you want to get 2% of copper sulfate solution, then we have to add 2 grams of copper sulfate in 100 ml water. In the same way, if you want to get 10% of sodium hydroxide solution, we have to add 10 grams of sodium hydroxide in 100 ml water. So if you are adding this, then what we'll get? We'll get 10% of sodium hydroxide solution. So after doing this, so what you have to do? We have to test. We have to take the sample on which we have to test. So if it is like a solid one, so then what you have to do? You have to make it into a fine powder, and you have to take a test tube. After taking the test tube, we have to add the sample. Then after adding the sample, we have to add 10 drops of copper sulfate solution and 10 drops of sodium hydroxide solution. And you have to shake well before use. So I think you already know very well what you have to do. Shake well before use. Don't do like how they will do in the movies. So if it is in one movie, it will be there, no, shake well before use means, so they will shake grandma, they will not shake the bottle. So what they have to take, right? Don't do like that. Shake well the test tube. So after the shaking, what we will do? What we will observe? What is the conclusion of our test? So if you are testing in this way, so for the protein, we will get the violet or purple color. So if it is a violet or purple color, then the test of our proteins will be success. Yeah. So what did we learn? The test for the starch, the test for the fats, and today we learn test for the proteins. So up to here we have done the test, right? So today's homework, I think this all we cannot find in our areas or outside. So we cannot do these tests, right? So no need to do this test. I will give on tabular form. So just fill it. I will tell today. I will tell in this class, and you have to do this without C. Okay, children? So now we are going to test different types of food items. Up to now we learned test for the starch, test for the fats, and test for the proteins. So now we are going to discuss you have to test for different types of food items. Test for different food items. So now we are going to test for different types of food items. So now I will tell in a tabular manner. For example, serial number. So food, starch, next proteins, and the fats. Up to now we learned this only, how to test for the starch, how to test for the proteins, how to test for the fats. Now we discussed this test. Now we have to test for the food items. On the food items we have to do our test, and you have to tell either it is present or absent. Either it is present or absent. So now I will give some food items. I will tell few examples in this, and the remaining you have to do as a homework. Okay, children? Right? Everyone will do this, and you will post in Nirbhaya HS notification. Yeah, children? Yeah. Good. So, what are the food items? First food item. The first food item is rice. The first food item is rice. So, in rice, the starch is present or not? Already I gave in the before classes, I gave an example also. If you are cooking rice, so from the rice also what we will get? Yeah, starch. So in the rice, starch is present in more quantity. Starch is present in more quantity. In the rice, the starch is present in more quantity. What about the proteins? The proteins are present in average. So in the rice, so everyone will tell, no, in the if you are eating more rice also, we will not get more proteins to our body. So it is in an average quantity. So see, everyone in the north people will eat less rice, more curry and chapati. They will eat, right, children? Yeah. So in the rice, the proteins are in an average quantity. What about the fats? In the rice, we will get fat. Any oil is mixed, any oil, butter, ghee is mixed in this? No. So, the fat is present or absent? The fat, very less quantity. Less. It is not present. We can write as an absent also, or as less quantity. We can write absent or less. Okay? So, now I gave the example of rice. Either it is present in the starch level, it is present in a more quantity, and in the proteins and the average quantity. And it is a fat means it's totally, we can tell absolutely it is absent, or else we can write as a less quantity. So now coming to the milk. Milk. You can tell, children, if it is a milk means what it will be? Starch is present in the milk. Yeah, starch is present. Starch is present. Yeah, it is present. But in a average quantity. Average quantity, not more. In the milk we can see the fat more, not bought. The starch will be in the less quantity. So we are seeing the starch less and the fat more. And coming to the proteins, proteins is a average. If it is a proteins also average quantity. So now I'll give other example. Potato. In the before class I said no, potato is my favorite food. So we can tell easily the starch quantity is present. Yes, the starch quantity is present more in potato. So in potato the starch quantity is more. And coming to the proteins. In the proteins it will be in average quantity. So in the proteins it is average. So I'm coming to the fat. In the potato the fat will be, if you are eating potato, no, so it will be in less. You can tell as absent or less. You can tell absent or less. So coming to the example, I'll give the other example as a I'll give one. Biscuits. In the biscuits the starch is present? No, right? It is not at all present. So we can write as absent or it is a less quantity. What about the proteins? You will get proteins by eating biscuits. You will get, but not more. So we can write as a less or average. So we can write less or average for the biscuits. What about the fat? Yeah, the fat is contained more. So they may add vanaspati or they may add butter to the biscuit. So it is a fat content food. So the fat will be more. So now I gave the examples. I gave 4 examples for this table. So now the today's homework is I will give some examples. In the same way you have to write by your own. So I gave rice, milk, potato, right? So you can write to the eggs, curd. So in this way for the vegetables, we can take each and example of vegetables. For example, if you are taking as a brinjal, so like that you have to make a tabular form. I have done 4 in our class, right? Now at least you have to write 5 to 10. I'm not giving you more, only 5 to 10. You have to make a tabular form. Either the starch, protein, fat is present in the food items what you are going to write. Yeah, children, you will do this homework, right? I hope everyone will do this homework, right, children? So today we have learned the test for the proteins and the test for the different food items. Okay, and in the tomorrow class we will learn about the rough ways of the food items. So how much percentage it will be. So thank you for watching, children. Everyone should do your homework. Stay home, stay safe. Have a nice day.